Hey there, everybody.
Hi, guys.
We are going to be taking on an interesting little adventure today, a little bit different from some of the theme park stuff. We're going to be riding these rail bikes right back here. It's something that's been kind of growing in a lot of different areas around the US, and basically pedal power on the railroad tracks, and explore some of the sights that you can see on the old railroad. Luckily, there will not be another train on the tracks with us today, but we're going to pedal our way for about a 10-mile run from Frostburg train depot here to Cumberland, Maryland, and see some cool sights, go through a long tunnel. This railroad is also on the Great Allegheny Passage, which goes almost all the way to Pittsburgh. And there's hiking and biking on this trail, so there's going to be some pretty views and nice scenery. It's relatively pleasant. It's in the low 70s right now. It's going to warm up, but we're here at a good time. So let's go take a ride along the rails.
Come on, let's go.
The Frostburg Depot here is also the home of the Scenic Railway. They have a Scenic Railway for folks that take a steam train ride along these rails. So they make sure when they do these tours that the train tracks are clear when the pedal bikes are going. So we're going to be riding out to Cache Valley. There's about a 10-mile ride down the rails, and then there's also an out and back, but that's not running yet. It looks like they use this vehicle to tow the bikes back. So we're going to ride out 10 miles, and then we get a trolley ride back here to the depot. The other route they run actually does an out and back and comes back here, and they use pedal assist like an e-bike to sort of help with the uphill sections, which is it's not supposed to be very strenuous, just supposed to be really a fun, relaxing ride. So we're going to give it a go. Mrs. Coaster not excited about a lot of heavy bike riding, but she'll do okay. This is just going to be a nice, pleasant, casual ride through the rails, on the rails, through the mountain area.
Two people?
Yep.
All right, you can step around if it make it a little bit easier.
On the bike at home, you're going to make you
And we're off. We're off. It's a pretty good, it's a little bit downhill right off the bat, so pretty easy pedal starting off down the rails. And they spread everybody out pretty well, so you don't have to worry about being too close to the group in front of you. You get to enjoy a little bit of the scenery. So far it's a super easy pedal. We were just coasting downhill a lot, and we don't have to exert a whole lot of effort to keep going. It'll flatten out a little bit, still be somewhat downhill, but it's a pretty fun ride. We got a nice breeze, got a lot of shade and trees around us. Pretty good ride so far. at our first crossing where we cross like a small road. They get out and flag to make sure that there's no cars coming, or to stop us if there are cars coming. And now we're back on to the next segment and spreading out a little bit.
So there's cicadas everywhere. They're freaking flying everywhere, man. They're landing on the guides. You watch, they're everywhere, and I don't like that. I don't like that a bit.
Oh, look at this deal.
Still no bears.
Want to be attacked by bears?
I would like to see a bear.
You'd like to see a bear?
It's a black bear, no black bear.
Grizzly?
No, a black bear.
How about a polar bear?
That would be awesome.
How about a pug? Well, that's enough excitement for today. Coming up to the Brush Tunnel. It's a 914-foot tunnel constructed in 1911, and there's room for the train and the path because they bored this tunnel for 2 train tracks, so there's space for the bike and the path to coexist at the same time. And it's definitely a little bit chillier. It's a little bit chillier in here. Prepping the rail bikes for the ride back up to the depot. Before we call it a day, let's check out an interesting bit of history here in Frostburg. Vale Tollhouse. Toll houses were built along the National Road as a result of a 25-year national debate as to whether or not the federal government should be responsible for funding road improvements. While there was agreement on the idea that those who used the road should help defray maintenance costs, it was also thought unconstitutional for the federal government to charge tolls. The debate was resolved when it was decided to transfer ownership of the national road to individual states. After Maryland accepted ownership, an elaborate system of rates and fares was established based on the estimated amount of damage different vehicles and animals could cause the road. And here's the toll house back in the day, standing by the National Road at the time, when it was the National Road Turnpike. Here's a postcard of it back in the day. It was built to look like a gatehouse for an interesting shape. It has 7 sides and 5 are equal in length, while 2 of them are longer. Here's some classic toll rates from back in the day. For every score of sheep or hogs, 6 cents. For every score of cattle, 12 cents. For every horse and rider, 4 cents. and on and on and on. For every cart or wagon whose wheels exceed 3 inches and does not exceed 4 inches in breadth, for every horse or pair of oxen drawing the same, 4 cents. All carts or wagons whose wheels exceed 8 inches in breadth, free. There's a different way to collect tolls at the time. Over here on the other side, they've got rates of tolls, but they've got the mileage over here, and what the toll is going to be per miles that you're going along on the national highway. So it looks like it's closed today, so we're not able to go in today, but you can see a little bit. They got a museum in there and a little bit that you can look at from what used to be the quarters of the toll master. So you can see right in here the main entrance. They got the you can actually see some of the quarters, the fireplace where the gatekeeper, the toll keeper, toll master would be. Looks like they've got it restored at least somewhat. Pretty interesting. Look inside the toll house. So what do you think of it, Annette?
I'm a little disappointed. I was led to believe that there would be cookies here at the toll house. Waka waka!
So National Road 40 preceded, by a long way, preceded the interstates, and eventually Route 40 is got 40. It's got alt Route 40. It's been replaced by interstate system. Interstate 70 replaced a good chunk of it all the way to Baltimore. So it's cool to check it. Just thought it's along the way here. It's an interesting bit of history from the 1800s. Toll house for the earliest national turnpike in the United States. Still here, right next to the road. Road's a little busier than it used to be. All right, so we made it back.
Yay.
We made it back 10 miles out to Hemstetter's Curve. What did you think?
That was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was not all that strenuous. We had certainly coasted a pretty good chunks of the way and only had to pedal, you know, mildly. We didn't have to. Yeah, we didn't have to pedal real hard or anything. So it's not super strenuous. It was very peaceful.
Yeah.
It was nice. They gave us a little bit of history of the area, and it was a lot of fun.
And you get a ride back, so you don't have to ride back uphill.
We got a ride back and a little information about the area and saw some sights. So it was cool. If you get a chance to do this, they're doing these a lot of different places. I know North Carolina has some, Vegas. There's some different ones available around. And check and see if they've got a rail bike setup going your area. I think New York, New Jersey has some set up as well. So they're really cool. Definitely check it out. Take a ride. It's fun. So thanks for joining us. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends. Tell us below, have you done any rail biking on this? It's a pretty fun ride. So remember, kids, have a good time all the time.